Welcome back to my channel, Famous and Fabulous. Henry Winkler was born on October 30th, 1945 in New York City. He is one of the most loved and long-lasting stars in American entertainment. Known for being warm, funny, and never giving up, Winkler's life story is about being strong, creative, and how kindness and talent can win over hard times. His journey from being a struggling student with dyslexia to winning an Emmy Award and becoming an author shows how brave and determined he is. Growing up in Manhattan, Winkler had a lot of tough times in school. He wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia until he was grown up, so he had trouble with schoolwork. Teachers and even his parents often called him lazy or stupid. These early hard times really hurt his confidence. But they also made him want to succeed even more in a world that didn't understand learning differences yet. Even with all the problems, Henry found a love for performing and telling stories that became his safe place. He later went to Emerson College and got his bachelor's degree in 1967. Then he got a master's degree from the famous Yale School of Drama in 1970. His time at Yale helped him get better at acting and gave him the confidence to follow his dream of becoming an actor. After finishing school, Winkler started acting in theatre and small TV parts, but it was when he got cast as Arthur Fonzarelli on Happy Days in 1974 that made him a star around the world. At first, the character was supposed to be small, but the Fonz's cool leather jacket look, famous thumbs up, and smooth charm quickly made him the star of the show. Winkler made the role really special. Under the tough outside was a character full of warmth, loyalty, and being a good person. By the mid-1970s, Fonzie had become a pop culture icon, and Henry Winkler was famous everywhere. But even with all the fame, Winkler stayed humble and really thankful for the opportunity that had changed his life. After Happy Days ended in 1984, Winkler had to figure out how to change himself in a business that often makes actors play the same type of character over and over. Instead of giving up, he tried different things, working behind the camera as a director and producer. He directed successful movies like Memories of Me in 1988 and Cop and a Half in 1993. He also produced hit TV shows including MacGyver and So Weird. Being able to do different things and his creative thinking proved that he was way more than just one role. He was a true artist who could do great in every part of the entertainment world. In the 1990s and 2000s, Winkler had an amazing comeback in his career with character roles that showed how brilliantly funny he was. He was in Adam Sandler's The Waterboy in 1998, winning over a whole new group of fans with his funny self-put-downs and kindness. Later, his role as Barry Zuckerkorn in Arrested Development and his hilarious performance as acting coach Gene Cousineau in HBO's Barry from 2018 to 2023 got him praised by critics, and he won an Emmy Award in 2018. These performances showed his amazing ability to grow as an actor and connect with people of all ages. Besides acting, Henry Winkler has made an incredible impact as an author and someone who speaks up for children with learning challenges. Working with writer Lynn Oliver, he created the Hank Zipser book series, which was inspired by his own experiences with dyslexia. The books have become bestsellers around the world, helping tons of kids understand that learning differences don't decide what they're worth or what they can do. Winkler has since written more book series, reaching young readers with humor, understanding, and encouragement. His dedication to reading and accepting yourself has earned him many awards and honors from educational groups worldwide. Besides his successful work as a writer, Henry Winkler never went far from his first love, acting. His passion for performing stayed a big part of his life, and even as he tried new creative things, the screen kept calling him back. Between the late 1990s and 2017, Winkler appeared in 21 movies, showing both how versatile he was and how much people still loved him. His last movie role was in the 2017 animated holiday movie All I Want for Christmas Is You, where he used his warm, familiar voice to play Grandpa Bill, a performance that perfectly showed the heart and humor fans had loved for decades. Just a year before, in 2016, Winkler showed his amazing funny skills once again by playing former New York Mayor Ed Koch in the comedy film Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie, proving that even later in life, his humor and timing were still as sharp as ever. Television, however, stayed the place where Winkler's talent truly shined. As the new millennium started, he kept surprising audiences with all the different roles he played and how deep his acting was. In the early 2000s, he took on memorable parts in well-known series like The Practice and the quirky comedy Battery Park, easily going from drama to humor. Between 2003 and 2005, Winkler made younger audiences happy with his voice work as Norval the Bird in 18 episodes of the loved PBS animated series Clifford's Puppy Days, bringing a sense of warmth and playfulness to the show that only his special voice could deliver. In 2006, Winkler made another surprising career move. His pantomime debut, taking to the stage of London's famous New Wimbledon Theatre, he played the mischievous and larger-than-life Captain Hook in Peter Pan. The role showed not only his funny timing, but also his willingness to try new challenges well into his career. Audiences and critics were both charmed by his ability to turn a classic villain into a character full of charm, humor, and theatrical flair. Henry Winkler's love story with Stacey Weitzman is one of Hollywood's most lasting and real romances, based on warmth, humor, and respecting each other. The couple first met in 1976, a time when Winkler was at the peak of his fame as Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli on the hit TV series Happy Days. Their meeting happened in an unexpected but charming place, a Beverly Hills clothing store. Winkler, already a household name, had stopped in to pick up a sport coat, while Stacey, then known as Stacey Weitzman, née Firstman, was helping out a friend who owned the boutique. The moment their eyes met, Winkler was immediately attracted by her beauty, elegance, and confident energy. He later said he was struck by how easily self-assured she was, not shaken by his celebrity status. Stacey, on the other hand, saw past his fame and found in him a man of sincerity, humor, and kindness. Their relationship grew naturally, built not on the glitz of Hollywood, but on shared values, laughter, and understanding each other. They started dating shortly after their first meeting, and Winkler was quickly drawn to her intelligence and independent spirit. Stacey had already built a life of her own. She was a strong, creative woman who had been married before and was raising her son, Jed. Henry admired how devoted she was to her family and the calm stability she brought into his fast-paced world. Their connection got deeper as they spent more time together, blending their lives and discovering that they fit together perfectly. Winkler often talked about how Stacey grounded him, keeping his life balanced despite the crazy fame he was experiencing in the mid-1970s. 2 years after their lucky meeting in 1978, Henry Winkler and Stacey Weitzman got married in a deeply meaningful ceremony at the synagogue, where Winkler had celebrated his bar mitzvah as a young boy. The decision to get married in that sacred space showed Winkler's Jewish heritage and his desire to honor his roots. The wedding was intimate, with close family and friends there, and filled with a sense of things coming together, connecting his past, present, and future. For Winkler, marrying Stacey in the same place where he had taken his first steps into adulthood meant a circle of faith and family, coming full circle. Their marriage grew into a lifelong partnership that has lasted through the tests of time, fame, and hard times. Together, they raised 3 children: Jed, Stacey's son from her previous marriage, and their 2 children together, Zoe and Max Winkler. Max, born in 1983, would later follow in his father's creative footsteps, becoming a director and screenwriter, known for his unique storytelling and sensitivity in his work. Henry often said how proud he was of his children, talking about how family stayed his greatest source of joy and accomplishment, even beyond his celebrated acting and producing career. Over the decades, Winkler and Stacey's marriage became one of Hollywood's quiet success stories. While many celebrity relationships were marked by scandal or short-lived passion, theirs was a steady union built on friendship, humor, and shared strength. Stacey stood by Henry's side through the highs of his career and the lows that followed when Happy Days ended and roles became harder to find. She encouraged him to explore new creative paths, including directing, producing, and writing children's books that inspired countless young readers. Their bond was also tested by real-life challenges, including Stacey's courageous battle with breast cancer, which she beat with Henry's unwavering support. Through it all, the couple's affection for one another never weakened. They faced life's obstacles as a team, their love growing stronger with each passing year. Henry often refers to Stacey as his rock, giving her credit not only for providing emotional stability, but also with helping him stay humble and grateful despite decades in the spotlight. Henry Winkler, known for his warmth, humility, and real affection toward those he has worked with, recently opened up about his experiences with country legend and actor Jerry Reed. Reed, who starred alongside Winkler in the 1998 Adam Sandler film The Waterboy, played the scheming and charismatic bad guy Red Beaulieu, the head coach of the University of Louisiana Cougars football team. For many, Reed's acting was both funny and sharp-edged, showing a perfect mix of Southern charm and competitive swagger. But for Winkler, the time spent with Reed off-camera became even more meaningful than their scenes together on set. Jerry wasn't just an incredible performer. Claude can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.